Welcome everyone. Smith, the latest version is Skynet um, 1.0. You can use 1.4 if you'd like, but I tried to clean up the cells a little bit to make them a little bit more accurate. So I just got Apple up here, and this was something I worked on last night for a little bit. To be honest, I need to fine tune it some more. I got so tired. I just had to crash, and so this is just like a quick cleanup, and I'll do some more work on it. What I'm really working on right now isn't necessarily this. I'm working on our second AI, so that's going to be a big update, hopefully coming out tomorrow. That's going to kind of used to confirm this stuff. So the second AI is exciting, and I don't know why. See, I think this one. Either way, the second AI we're working on is wait for it, our Catalyst AI. So the second AI we're working on is our Catalyst AI. So basically, it will tell you the strength of the buy signal. So for instance, if you get this buy signal on Apple and it has a pretty high Catalyst score, there's a good chance that that is going to be a big move off of that. So if it has a low Catalyst score, it basically means that there's not a lot of news to move it, so it'd be strictly TA. So we're bringing in the next piece here soon. We have the formula for it. We just need to refine it, and then we basically just need to program it. So we already, excuse me, we already have a lot of it programmed. We just need to finish it and then test it. So the idea would be for you guys to, I can't just put the AI score on here. It's going to be outside of this. It'll be through the Discord. So if you wanted to test the AI or the AI Catalyst score of something, you would just type, say, the stock AI score, or you would type like exclamation point Catalyst Apple, and so Mr. Smith, if you go to my profile page, so if you go to my profile page and you go to scripts, you go to Skynet 1.0, and then what you're going to do is you're going to add to favorites here. So if you want this, here's the link for it. Just add it to your favorites right there. And then in your account, when you have your chart pulled up, you can go to indicator favorites, and it'll show up as Skynet 1.0. I still think 1.3 is great. That's why I didn't just update it. I kept them separate. So because I kind of rushed the cell and it took a lot of cells out, I kind of wanted to keep the other one too to play around with it. So there is a lot more customizable settings in Skynet, so you can turn on and off some indicators that will basically allow you to customize how aggressive the indicators are. You don't need TradingView Pro. You can just add this. So HG, you don't need TradingView Pro for this. I just have it because it's useful to me, because then I can put 25 indicators up here when I'm designing something. So kind of wanted to go over, I haven't had a chance to test these new sell signals, but they're looking pretty okay. I mean, even though these aren't huge drops, it did predict the reversal here. So these would have been successful moves depending on what you're looking at. And you can see basically it's got two levels of aggression here. So a full 10 is a full sell signal, and then a 9 is maybe secure your profits. And you can see these 9s are, you know, there's drops after the 9s, so you can see that here. So even the 9s are good warnings. So the way to use this is maybe, let's say you get your buy signal here and you see this creeping up. I would probably consider taking profits if this is getting in the 9-10 range. And if it hits a 10, it's probably going to be coming up on a reversal. So anytime it gets in this here, I call it the danger zone. You can see when it gets up in here, you know, this one you would just let it ride out, but it's in the danger zone there because it's basically running out of gas there. Let's look at some of these other ones. I gotta definitely fine tune this, I'm thinking though. I mean, if you were to, I mean, you probably wouldn't have been playing this anyways, so. I'm trying to design it where the sells will go hand in hand with the buys. But I'm also trying to design it where those sells would be really good short opportunities, so we could go and say we could program it to take a put there. And then if, you know, if we get good success here, you know, if we're getting drops after each one, you know, that it's good to be able to play both ways. I think sometimes people get caught up in playing calls only, which I love calls. I mean, it's un-American to bet against America, so that's why we don't like puts. So, but yeah, see, you know, some of these, it's tough though. I almost think puts are harder to predict, but not necessarily. With a high catalyst score, you know, affected by, you know, some of these we don't love, and then some of them are really good. So like here, like I treat them more as start to secure profits right now more than go shorts. I got to refine it a little bit more. Yeah, I'm starting to see. I mean, it's giving me sell signals in the upside, but just telling you that you know, this is the first night of me working on it, where you saw what I did with the buy signals over a week. So that's why I almost like the sell signals on the old half better. You know, there's some good ones in there, but they're much more inconsistent than the buy signals. So this buy signal I gotta figure out how to get rid of because that's awful. But some of these buy signals are really good. Maybe that makes it easier to see. So let's see some of these buys here on Apple. I haven't charted out a ton on Apple. So that would have been a good one. And the nice thing is it buys at the open of this candle. It fires not during it. So it's actually testing this candle. So in theory, the buy signal is coming on this candle, but we're just confirming it. And then you're getting one buy signal there. So again, you probably, well, that would have been, look at that. It knew before this candle knew that this was coming. So don't love that one. So I need to investigate that one. I'm gonna make that a red flag. Some of these buys don't love. So yeah, that's the update on this one. So if you want to keep using the beta, I'm gonna leave the beta alone as it is, and then what I'm gonna do is probably keep working and tweaking this one and updating it. Yeah, don't use the puts yet. It's really not ready. I just wanted to kind of give you all a update on it. I mean, even here we can throw 1.3 up there. I mean, you can see even the puts on here, you know, they're not bad, but really what it's trying to do is it's harder to predict downwards movement, but I mean, you can see the amount of sell signals is greatly reduced, which is what I was going for. And the buy signals are also reduced as well. So you're still getting some pretty nice buy signals here, but it's getting rid of, you know, and that's still a good one. So, you know, try them both out. Maybe leave them both up and see what you like, because it is getting some good buy signals on this one. But then, you know, you get, this one was okay. What I was trying to redo is get rid of some of the bad ones, but by getting rid of some of the bad ones, I got rid of some of the good ones. So it's kind of like, you know, like this would have been a bad one. I got rid of that one. That would have been a bad one. Got rid of that one. That would have been a good one. But, you know, what I'm trying to do is eliminate the ones that, yeah, that wouldn't have been okay. So, you know, you get these big downtrends here, and you know, even in a downtrend, these aren't bad. I mean, you're still getting one right there, so you're still predicting some upwards movement. But I got rid of this one, so that would have been bad right there. This one would have been good, but you know, it's firing one right there. This one's still bad, so I got to figure out why did that one go. Now this is just takes time to test through all this. It just takes time. So then we go back to the drawing board. We figure out why some of these fired and why some of them didn't, and we fix it. So again, you know, this one doesn't look good, but this one looks good. Got rid of this one, but that could have actually been a good one. I mean, depends on if you bought it here and then you get a downtrend. I mean, I'm okay with getting rid of that one. I don't think that's great. Got rid of the one before it, which is good, so that's a better one. That's good. Those aren't. And that would have been decent, but this one's still good. So you see it does have, let's see, this is the old one, this is the new one. So it's starting to warn you right here that it's running out of steam, but I almost feel like some of the buy signals on the old system were a little better. So I might go back to that and go back to the drawing board and see what I did wrong, or maybe it was programmed wrong. I don't know. I gotta look. It doesn't care right now about the trend. So I tried to have it play both ways, but the trend does come into play a little bit, but not really. Okay, I gotta figure out why these are bad. You know, and I haven't really tested it much on Apple, but I know people love Apple, so I probably should pay more attention to Apple. Well, that's a pretty good one. This one actually fired here. I mean, some of these, it just depends on how long you hold them for. If you're doing your own charting and you feel pretty confident about a reversal, you could hold it longer. If you're just trying to scalp, then you just scalp. So, I mean, look at all these bad ones I just got rid of right here. Those are bad. That one would have been bad. So the new one, definitely, I think the buy signals are better. They're not as good yet as it should be, but the buy signals are better. So that is a step in the right direction. So I still think Skynet is, or wait, this is Skynet. So this is actually worse. Interesting. Okay. Why is it? I mean, it shouldn't be much different, the buys. Wonder if it's because I played around with the settings. Oh, yeah, that's why. I customized my settings, and that's what I was playing around with it. That's why. So I'll have to change that. Wonder if I just get rid of it. Okay, indicators. I think I just hit defaults. Set settings. I cleaned it up a little. Still has those two buys. It shouldn't. It's weird that those are in there. Oh, I know why. I think it's that's what that was it, yeah. So the T3 is, it's a good thing to use, but what's for eliminating bad buys. So there, that's why. The problem is with the T3 that I'm running into is it works really good on stocks over $50, but when you get down into the lower dollar stocks, it doesn't work as good. So there we go. Now it matches up. So if you guys have if you have Skynet, maybe go in there and adjust the T3 buy level to -0.5. That'll get rid of a lot of the bad buys. So I think I'll just update that to default. But keep in mind that if you're using that, that it's only going to work on stocks that are like $50 or higher because of the way T3 works. So then we can just get rid of Keltner, and then you get some more buys in there. So Keltner and T3, I definitely think you should leave T3 on, because I mean, look at these buys now that I adjusted those. There we go. See, that's why you gotta play around with some of the settings sometimes. Yeah, I like that. Much better. Much better. Yes. Look at all those buys. Alright, what do you guys want to look at? You guys want to look at a couple of stocks with me? Zoom? I'm drinking my Monster right now so I don't fall asleep today. So I'm going to get rid of the... Maybe I can just... let's do this. Just compare the two. This will make it easier for everyone to see. There we go. Maybe that makes it a little easier. So, did have a buy here on Zoom. The old one actually predicted the top, and the new one sold early. So I gotta see. I really gotta look at these. So I mean, take these with a grain of salt. I was just trying to push something out. See, here's the thing. Like, it's pushing these here, and it's firing there, but it's also firing here and here. So neither of them are perfect. But see, the new one, it's got a buy there, and the old one didn't. So I'm already liking the buy on the new one a lot better. Both of them called this. Oh, we had two buys here. So the old one just called this buy. The new one also called this buy. So both of them, I think this one would have been tough. I think you could have profited on that though. I don't know if I would have. Yeah, you probably could have profited on that. So the new one got rid of this buy. Old one added. They both had this buy, which is a candle too early. See, what it's doing though is it thinks this is reversing right here, and it got faked out. So that's why we need the other two AIs. So we had a double buy here. I wonder if we mess with the settings, if we can get rid of that. Still got both of those. Huh. See, RSI levels are important too. So RSI is basically telling you how far it's gone down previously. So if you only want the really, really, really good ones, just turn your RSI settings down. That's what I was telling you. RSI is a good one. So like if you were to add relative strength index, you could probably even test it. So like here, RSI was it's about 33. If you wanted to fine tune it even more, you could bring RSI down to, if we did it at like 32, it should get rid of that bad one. Yep. Problem is when you bring it down that low, you're really cutting yourself thin on the buys. I mean, the only one that would have really bought would have been here. I mean, they're good buys, don't get me wrong. You might even have a 100% win rate when you go that low. You got one there. That would have been a good one. I mean, that's the thing though. You go that low, and you might have a 100% win rate, but you're not getting the signals. You're really just not getting much signals. So, with the old settings, you know, you're getting much better signals, and more often. But maybe that's what you want. You just want the 100% accurate cases. That's fine. So. Roku. Everyone's busy watching football today. So again, with the lowest settings here on the RSI, you would have got one there. Got one here. And you get one after earnings there. Careful with the earnings. This would have actually had a high catalyst score, so that might have been a good buy there. We'll see, but yeah, that would have been potentially a good buy. But you can see the difference. I mean, you change those RSI settings and really makes a difference. So then it's like, okay, the problem with RSI is you get rid of that and then you miss out on maybe some good ones like right there. So that's why I had it so low, but all these different things contribute. So you're just trying to say, okay, you know, are we going for 100%? Because I think we are, but you know, we gotta include that and see where we are on those. So I also like knowing, so that's why I made it so customizable, so you can mess around with it for yourself. So I'll change that back to 45. Yeah, see, and then I added some more in, because then you're getting some really good buys here. I'm still shocked. I mean, thought more people would be interested in learning how to trade for free, make free money. That's a bad one. So then what do we do to get it from there to there? Mark that. A lot of these are really good though. I mean, for the most part, I think all the testing we've been doing this weekend, I'm pretty satisfied with where we're going with this. So I'm liking where we're going with this. It's getting better and better and better. Don't love that one. So then if we mark this, why did that fire on a downtrend like that? Because it shouldn't have. The old system didn't. Why does the new system mark it? Hmm. Theoretically, that was rising. I wonder if we could do a smooth RSI. So it's smooth. Because then it's going to fire over here. You know what? I I'm not discouraged. I get it. I don't have a set schedule or anything, but you know, try to get people watching. Let me see something here. I'm just gonna make myself some notes here. See, sometimes I see things on live. Yeah, 'cause we changed that. I think that fixes almost everything. That is a great idea, Tom. Congratulations. So we smooth this out so it doesn't have these valleys here. And we can, let's say we use a smooth RSI average. It will never issue a buy on a downtrend, only on a reversal. Because as soon as this is smoothing, this will start to curl up and it will issue a buy there. And I don't need to worry about this. So if I can smooth that out, I think that's the way to go 100%. People think it's too good to be true, so they're like, "Ah, guy does." I mean, you guys use it yourself. You, you know it's true. That's the best part. It's like I'm not trying to fib you guys. It's definitely gonna be true. So I mean, we're gonna do some live. Hold on, I need to grab a beverage here. We're gonna do some live alerts this week. We're gonna in the Discord, so you'll see some signals firing live. I would say maybe wait a day or two if you're gonna trade off of them. Wait a day or two, and see that they're accurate. But you know, because these are 15, I have them set up on the 15 minutes too. So I'm thinking about setting up maybe 3 or 4 tickers on a 5 minute. So we're gonna get some really good signals on that. So on the 5 minute, you know, you get more signals. And that's a pretty good buy signal there on Roku. I haven't looked at Nvidia. Actually, I'd be curious. I know Nvidia had a crazy run, so you watching me at the beach. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on it. But then I remembered the Packer game was tonight, and I kind of wanted to watch that, and I didn't want to go live at like midnight, because then like 3 people would watch. Then again, I don't know, maybe more people would watch. Um, yeah, I'm curious to see if we smooth this out. That might have actually. Have to see how much we have to smooth this out. So, I wonder if there is a. Would you look at that? Whoa. That's a nice little indicator right there. Would that have fixed any bad buys, though? This one's still fired, but I have a feeling this one might have gotten rid of this one. I don't know if that's much better. Smooth RSI. It looks a little better, though. It's a little better. I like to trade off the 15-minute. I think it's more consistent, in my opinion. So I think it's more consistent. I don't love this one as much. I think it's 0 to 1 too. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to keep looking for it. I'd rather just I think we can make this ourselves. I think we can make a new indicator. And that's what we've been doing sometimes. Sometimes we find an indicator we like, but it doesn't do exactly what we like. And we want to build, the algorithm behind it in, and just make our own that's similar. Steven, I heard there's some good clubs that if you're looking to swing, maybe could point you to one. Yeah, some of these signals are. Look at that one. That, like, I still just find it crazy sometimes. You see this, and it can alert you. Like, it knew right here that this was reversing before it reversed because it doesn't fire the signal. Oh, wait, maybe it was right here. Okay, so it knew this was reversing, and look at that. I mean, some of these buys are just absolutely bonkers sometimes when I go back and I look. And then, then you get the one that's not, but some of these just look fantastic sometimes. So I know for me going forward, I'm not buying anything unless I see a confirmation from this system because I don't want to gamble. I think gambling is what gets a lot of people in trouble. I'd rather have the Oop, that's a bad one. So, I mean, I'm gonna do my own homework, and if I'm gonna do my own homework, and if this matches up with my homework, then I'm just gonna feel even more confident going in. It's the kind of the way I look at it. So. 4 hour and daily? I've been trying to perfect these, but let's see what the 4 hour looks like. So it misses this huge run, but it does have it does try to predict this reversal here. It's a little early, and it does. I thought I remember looking at a couple of 4 hours and not really loving it. I think because I designed it on the 15-minute, I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, some of these are still pretty good. But let's see what the daily looks like. So it predicts this reversal here. Predicts that. It's got a pretty good reversal prediction there. And then I'd have to zoom in to see what this one looks like. It predicts that one pretty decent. Let's look at so let me look at TSM. I remember talking about TSM a while ago. Oh! That was a buy signal right there. We'll see what TSM does Monday. Maybe we got TSM possibly reversing. I remember there was a lot of golden sweeps that came out for TSM too. This is just the hourly too. Got a double buy here. Would have worked out. See what the 30. I think I was told 30-minute looks pretty good too usually. See, that's what I need help with. I can't sit here and go through 1,000 stocks. It's easier on live to do it. Let's see, then on a 30-minute fired there. It didn't fire at all on the 30. So, let's look at a couple more, see what target looks like. Looks like I might have done target already. That's a good one on target. Got you a cell signal last tick of the day. Careful. There. 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 Yeah, that's good. That necessarily wasn't, but let's see what we got here. Shop. Doesn't give many signals on shop. I want to know why this one didn't fire. These two look like they would have been really good. This one too. Looks like it caught this one. That's good. Got this dip here. Would have preferred it to move over a little. Why isn't it catching some? I'm assuming it's catching. It's not catching these because the RSI level is really high, so it's thinking it's running out of steam. So it doesn't want to play something that's run really high, which is fine. You know, I'd rather have something that's confident in, but I'm gonna look through these. I think mark these down. I like the idea of the smoothed out RSI and seeing what we can do with that. Wow, Shopify's had some huge swings. Seems crazy. Shopify for me was like what Zoom is, just way overpriced, but maybe I'm an old fuddy-duddy. I think I did Nike yesterday, but let's look at it again. So the old system had one there, the new system has one there. Got one there. Predicted this reversal. There. So these I don't love. I'd like to figure out how to get rid of these. I really hate that one right there in particular. That should have not been a buy. Have to figure that one out. That one too I don't love. Some of these other ones are really good though. Yeah, the rest of these are pretty good. It's just those three right there. The rest are good though. Oh, you're fine, Cassandra. I don't expect people to tune in every day. I try to do these every day just so people can catch it if they miss it. Sometimes I have updates, sometimes I don't. Excuse me. The only update I have today is this. You know, we're trying to refine some things, but it's very new. I did update some of the buy signals. I think I did 3 new updates on that, so that's why I kept the TC chart score up. So if you guys want to use that one, perfectly fine. I think they're both pretty good. This one tends to fire more buy signals because it's more aggressive. Even with the Keltner on, you take that off, it probably even has even more. Yep, see, look at that. You take it off and it goes crazy. Look at that, it almost fires on the bottom of all these. So, if you want it to be really aggressive, use 1.3 and take the Keltners off. Problem is when you do that, it fires a lot in downtrends. So this is why I took it off though, because look at all these that we got rid of in this bad zone here. You know, we still got these two, and I got to figure out why. Let's see what this looks like here. Yeah, I guess, in theory, it's below the Keltners, so... Have to look at that. Would those still have fired down here if I had those conditions? Yep. That one wouldn't have. So, maybe that's something I consider. Alright, what other questions we have? I got some steaks marinating I gotta throw on the grill, but I wanted to jump on here for a little bit to show you some updates that we're working on. Show you how we're making progress here. So it's just a little baby steps, and maybe in a couple weeks we'll have something amazing for. But I'm telling you, when we come this far in a week, though, week in a couple days, I think that's pretty amazing. Any questions, or are we just happy to? So we can take a look at futures real quick. Are we green? We are green. Silver's up. Nice. So we are green. Let's see if this holds. Oh, we could have actually. Futures are live. Let's let's unleash the bot on futures. Got a buy signal here. This was at the end of the day on Friday, I believe, right? September 25th. This is 27th. So at the end of the day Friday, the bot said that futures were going to go up, so that's pretty cool. That's bad. Wondering why it issues here and not here. So I'm gonna have to do some digging here, but it does say we're going up, so that's interesting. Yeah, TRC. They should be absolute now. So if you look in the settings, you can actually change it to how you want, I believe. But yeah, they should have fixed the repainting. I haven't, because what it's doing is this is actually when the signal fires, but it waits to confirm it a candle, and then it actually fires. So once this candle is complete, there's no changing it. So when the buy goes, it goes. It won't disappear. So that's kind of cool. Let's see here. Look at Bitcoin real quick. So I was hoping to have... I have Bitcoin, I think Ethereum set up. Yeah, we didn't get any buy signals over the weekend, just a couple sells here and here. So I have these set up for live alerts, so Bitcoin is on live alerts. Should we let's set up futures on live alerts. Let's see if we can get some live alerts tonight. What am I doing? Alright, so we want to get rid of these, and we'll do it on this old one just to see. To see on there. So let's see. We are going to do futures. And we can do alert. Why is it not working? Just going to change a few things here. Alright, well I don't know why it's not letting me do it what I want to do. Trying to set up an alert here. I'll figure it out tonight though. Norwegian? It's Norwegian. I mean, if I got a buy signal, I would, right here, I would probably take, if this was a September 25th, 322, I would probably take 2 weeks out, call signal 2 weeks out near the money. Oh. So we got a couple buy signals here. Nothing strong here, but this isn't the newest version. Hold on, let me throw Skynet up there. Same thing. So you got buy signal here, and nothing down here. So actually has a almost fired right here. It's pretty close. Pretty dang close. So, what is that? Ooh. All right. Well, this was just a short live tonight. We'll do some big lives once I get when I get new updates. We'll go a little further because we'll have more to talk about. I didn't have a ton to talk about tonight, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. Ricardo, I don't know. You mean, what do you mean Bitcoin miners? I mean, Bitcoin miners just use hash rates and just hook up a program. It's free. I mean, Bitcoin mining has nothing to do with the stock market. Either way, I'm going to jump off. All of you have a wonderful evening.